Hi, I'm Braden Dyreson,
I'm Olivia Woodring.
and this is the Freelance Podcast, which is the advice podcast of the Daily Collegian's opinion staff. So you guys submit your questions to us, and we try to answer them.
Awesome. So do we want to jump right into the first
I'd love
question?
to. Just jump in.
Okay, here we go. Number 1. Is my cat depressed? My obese cat, Nowlar, not sure how to pronounce that, has decided to spend her days under my bed. She only comes out for food and to poop. We've always had a complicated relationship, and I think she's being bullied by my obese Jack Russell Zimba. I'm very worried. Please help.
I don't know. It just kind of sounds like a cat. Like, they're all kind of,
Yeah.
like, they're not dogs. They're cats. Like, I mean,
I feel like if the dog is bullying the cat, that's not.
I mean,
like
that's not
anything
messed
new.
up. We're like against bullying here at the Freelance. So
Yeah,
I
don't
guess
support
stop
that.
that, but like I don't know.
I want to say like, if we rewind, if you're calling your cat and your dog obese, maybe they're like depressed because of that.
Yeah, maybe it's the language that
Maybe-
you use in the house is like affecting them.
Also, your cat's name, Nowlar.
I mean, I'd be depressed if my name was Nala.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
maybe no one's talking to your cat because no one knows how to pronounce the name.
Exactly.
So maybe you need some name switches in some new language.
So maybe like explore some like cat therapy or something.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
get your cat talking to a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
all.
we solved it.
Yeah, that's it right there. Hope that helps.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. I used to be a horse girl, and I've spent years working towards getting away from that identity after selling my horse and playing other sports. I was bullied so hard. Now that I'm in college, I'm being drawn to my horse girl life again. What do I do? Do I quit everything and go back to my horse girl life like when I was 13, or should I save my reputation?
Resist that temptation to be dragged back into the horse girl life. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I would say. But I feel like sometimes you don't choose the horse girl life. I feel like the horse girl life can choose you. So that might be tricky in this
you just
situation.
hear the like neighing in your sleep. You know?
Oh, yeah. Just constant loops. But I feel
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the selling of your horse sounds like kind of traumatic too. Like I'm just gonna like
Oh, yeah.
that seems
definitely.
like I just see that in like a like, you know, like preteen like movie as like the sad part of the movie is like Papa's gotta sell the horse so that we can keep the ranch
Oh, yeah.
or whatever, you know.
That's the climax. That's when everything
Exactly.
goes. Yeah.
But the horse like breaks out and then it finds its way home. Anyway, that wasn't really helpful to your situation.
That's a good analogy.
What?
The horse coming back home.
That's true.
That's like the horse girl
If
life.
you love, yeah, exactly. If you love something, let it go. If it comes back, then you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So if a horse finds its way to you, then you know you are a horse girl.
That's your sign.
That would be our advice. Yeah. Wait
Yeah.
till the horse comes to you.
Okay. Moving on to number 3. I don't know how to tell my parents I bought a baby goat online. It should be arriving next week, and I haven't even bought goat cheese. That's what they eat, right? Anyways, I need some words of encouragement to tell my parents about my newest acquisition. Anything's more than welcome. Also, if you want a new mascot, I could send the goat over, but that'll be $4 million. Thanks.
Look, honesty and vulnerability are always a good policy. So I
Agree.
think you just got to be honest with them and say, this is who I am. I was born this way. I bought a goat.
This is my life goal to buy a goat.
Yeah.
Honestly, props to that. I've seen pictures of baby goats online, like those little like pygmy goats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like, I see where you're coming from.
So you want a goat?
Yeah, maybe you're encouraging me to buy a goat,
Mm.
but I will be telling my parents because I feel like that's an important thing.
Look, you can't live for other people, you know. Like you can't
Exactly.
live the life your parents want for you. You got to forge your own path.
They'll understand if this goat is a vital part of your life and your happiness. They'll
Mhm.
understand.
Yeah, they'll come around. It may take a few years, but
It'll be worth it.
it'll all work out. You know, the love that you and your goat have for each other will just overcome all things. You know.
Oh yeah,
All
exactly.
obstacles.
Also, about goat cheese.
Yeah, I don't think, like, I'm no expert on goats, but I don't think you're supposed to, like, feed them goat cheese.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
yeah, don't lie to your parents. Don't get the goat cheese. Maybe
Yeah.
do some research before you get the goat. And then you can present the idea
Yeah,
to
let's
your
treat
parents.
this goat right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want, your parents to be like, you're not treating this goat right. That's why we don't want you to
Exactly.
have
You
it.
gotta
Yeah.
show them that you can treat the goat right.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. Number 4. I really want a cat because I want something to love. I'm lonely and seasonally depressed, but my roommate doesn't want one. We have our own rooms. Should I just get one and let her deal with it since we're moving out soon and I'll probably never talk to her? Isn't it my happiness over people pleasing? Okay, I feel like I could go either way on this one because here's the thing.
If you're looking for love from a cat, then you're looking in the wrong place.
Exactly. That's the problem where the problem starts here. If that is going to be the one thing to solve your seasonal depression, maybe look at some other avenues.
Of like, I have a cat and like.
Oh really?
Yeah, I really like Woomy. Shout out to Woomy if you're watching. But like Woomy's not like. She's like a jerk, like, she's kind of like, she still thinks that she's like an alpha predator or whatever, and like attacks me all the time after like 8 years of living in my house. So like.
At least she's not depressed.
Yeah, exactly. She's not depressed, that's for sure. She's just sort of angry and whatever. So I don't know. That you just gotta accept it. That's the way that like cats are. So yeah. But I would say, yeah, if you're struggling with seasonal depression, like get help and talk to people. I would say like,
Exactly.
That's the way to solve it.
You don't want the cat adding more.
Yeah, exactly. And the cat's
stress.
just gonna like make stuff worse with like the roommate. Of,
Exactly. That's where it gets tricky.
I get the thing of like you end up with like a roommate who you don't get along with and it's like causing issues, so you just kind of want to like implode stuff up. But the problem with that is that like you still have to like live with this person, so it kind of makes it like you kind of have to do what you have to do to like function with like them.
I agree, especially if you said you guys are moving out and you probably won't talk again. Maybe just wait to get a cat in the future where you live if that's really important to you. But I think it's also very important to like consult roommates.
Exactly. Yeah. Talk to your roommate. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I like cats, but like not really. And cats definitely like don't like humans, so.
That's true. I'm very allergic to cats. So if my roommate got a cat, I think that would be...
Yeah, that's true. Your roommate could be allergic, and then you've killed your roommate, and then that's like paperwork to fill out.
That's more seasonal
You
depression.
gotta go talk to the vet. That's even more seasonal depression. Exactly.
So yeah, I would say overall, kind of reevaluate. Well, overall, I'd say reevaluate your decision with maybe getting the cat, and if you really want it in the future, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5, I really want to get into pickles. How do I start my journey? I need some good and trustworthy pickle brands.
This is a tough one.
I feel like I can't speak too much on this. I actually just started liking pickles like a year ago.
Wow.
I used to never like them. But I always liked cucumbers, and I thought a pickle was a cucumber one time, so I ate it.
Yeah.
And then I liked it.
Traumatized you.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I like dill pickles on like
yeah.
a sandwich or whatever, but I'm not one of those people who like they're like the jars of like homemade like spicy pickles or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are kind of like grody.
Or like there's like these huge pickles you can buy at like
exactly.
farmers markets.
Or like we all know people who like half their personality is like being into pickles. So
That's so true.
not to like knock other people, but I don't know. So I don't know any brands that we can plug for the pickle, but look, just keep on trying, experimenting. College is the time for experimentation, you know? So like find the pickle that works for you, you know? Find the pickle that tickles you.
Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. Okay, lastly, how can I compete with these really pretty girls? I'm not. Period. Okay. This is what I gotta say about this. I feel like this is just where self-confidence comes in. I feel like it's so easy to compare ourselves to other people, especially with like social media. It just like heightens that, and it just makes it so easy to see like other people living their lives, or people like taking these selfies and stuff. And a lot of social media is like people posing and not even like being their natural selves. So like you gotta not, or how do I word this? You gotta make sure you have confidence in yourself, and then that is when you'll feel like your true like beautiful self, and you're not comparing yourself to other people. But I know it's really hard to not compare yourself to other people, but everyone's different, and yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I would say similar things. Beauty is found within, and that's why I have one of the sexiest pairs of lungs out there. So, but on the real of that, like, yeah, that it's tough because like physical appearance is such like a major thing in our culture, and like we have certain like beauty standards. But it is true that you are like beautiful just the way you are, and like at the end of the day, you can't really like do that much to like change your physical appearance. So you gotta like accept yourself for who you are, and like the beauty of that, and like find someone who like thinks you're beautiful like just the way you are and stuff. And so like fashion and hair and all of that stuff just becomes about like you, whatever you want to do, and like being self-confident. And so that's what I would say of like there is no such thing as like objective beauty or whatever. That's all like BS, that you are like beautiful just the way you are. And that people are going to like judge you no matter like what you end up doing. Even the most people who fulfill this sort of BS beauty standards still get like judged on their appearance. So that's like other people's problems. So you just like live your life, and then like most people who you have relationships with, like it doesn't matter like how physically attractive you are to them or whatever. And you'll find that someone or someone's who it does matter to, and you're beautiful just the way you are. So
That was great.
yeah.
That was perfect. Yeah. Okay. That was all the questions.
Yeah, that was all the questions. Yeah, submit to, there was, I don't know, a Google form thing that you can like fill out of like, if you want us or our colleagues on the opinion staff to help answer your pressing questions about depressed cats or horses or whatever, yeah, submit to the freelance, and yeah, like and subscribe, follow the Daily Collegian, and
yeah, we'll be waiting here for
exactly
your next questions.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I've been Braden Dyreson.
I'm Olivia Woodring. Thank you.
Yeah.